Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with yet another daily video. Today is a national holiday, so the stock market was closed, but that means tomorrow the stock market is back open, the start of another great trading week, and it's going to be a short trading week, only a 4-day week. Let's talk about Marathon Patent Group again, and also Bitcoin. And because Mara and Riot basically trade based on how Bitcoin has been doing. So we've now had 3 days of Bitcoin trading, because that trades 24/7, 365. So we can try and predict how Marathon Patent Group and Riot are going to open tomorrow morning. I am looking to sell some more put options on Mara. So let's see if that's a good idea. Just as a quick reminder, here's the heat map for how we closed on Friday. You can see it was an overall red day in the market. So not a great way to end the trading week last week. But like I said, tomorrow's the start of another trading week. So let's see if we can make some money this week. Now, as we always do, let's take a look at Marathon, how we ended the day Friday. I'm going to show you one news article about Bitcoin, which is actually pretty interesting, about the prediction of Bitcoin, meaning are we at a top right now? And then I'm going to do some updated technical analysis on the Bitcoin graph, because I think that's going to show us how Marathon Patent Group and also Riot are going to trade this week. And I'll also show you the Mara graph. And then I'm going to show you the option flow data on Mara for this past Friday, so we can see what the big money investors were doing on the last trading day, to see if we can get a sense of what they were thinking for this coming week. So let's get right into it. You can see overall red day on Mara on Friday, down about 8.4%. We rallied a little bit in after hours trading, up 2.4%, but we still closed the day overall in the red. You're looking pretty good though for the week. You're still up 15% or so on the week. On the month, you're looking very good, up about 174%. On the past 3 months, you're up almost 900%. I mean, those are just crazy gains. And on the year, I mean, this is insanity. You're up over 2,200%. So let's take a look at the option chain to see if the juicy premiums are still there, because like I said, this is a short trading week. So if you wanted to sell some puts, some weeklies, you would collect at the money $240, and you would have to put up $2,250 in collateral. So that would be a return on risk of, wow, take a look at this, 10.7%. And keep in mind, that's 10.7% for only 4 days of trading. Even if for 5 days of trading, that would be juicy, but it is extra juicy this week. I mean, I'm definitely going to get in on some Marathon Patent Group this coming trading week. Let me know in the comments below if you have shares or options, or if you're looking to play Mara this week as well. Let's look at the article that I saw. So this article is actually out of a website called Cointelegraph.com, and it's titled, "Grayscale holds the key to Bitcoin hitting 40K, says JP Morgan." So what this article is saying is that there's a company, or I could say an asset manager, I could say, called Grayscale Investments. They're the world's largest digital asset manager. And JP Morgan is saying that they're the key to Bitcoin's future. So what they're saying is, if we take a look at the graph, which we will do in a minute, Bitcoin has struggled to break out above $40,000. On 2 occasions this past month, it hit all-time highs around $42,000, came back down, and then last week it also broke above $40,000 but came back down. As I'm making this video, Bitcoin is trading around $36,000, $37,000 per coin, and it's been that way for pretty much the whole day. So again, it's struggling to hit over 40K. It's basically hitting resistance there. Now, what this article is saying, that Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, they currently have $23 billion, okay, billion with a B, in assets under management. So they think they are essentially a market maker, basically. They're controlling the Bitcoin market, if you want to think about it that way. And they're saying that in order for Bitcoin to actually stay above $40,000, meaning break up and just go to the moon, that Grayscale Bitcoin Trust would need to sustain $100 million per day of a pace over the coming days and weeks. So basically they're saying that money has to keep getting pumped in to Bitcoin at a rate of $100 million per day for days or weeks for Bitcoin to have basically enough oomph, or enough rocket fuel, if you want to think about it that way, to go to the moon. And they're saying that if that fails, then we might have seen the top of Bitcoin, at least for the short-term future. So since it reached $20,000 a coin in December, Bitcoin has more than doubled in just 3 weeks, okay? The digital currency has been range-bound in recent weeks as traders look for the next major catalyst. And you kind of see that. If you've been watching Bitcoin for the past few days, even the past week or two, it's kind of been trading this range in the mid to high 30s. Can't really decide what it wants to do. Seems like whenever it dips, the dip gets bought. But again, it always hits resistance in the high 30s or $40,000 or so per coin. So really the key is essentially people need to keep buying Bitcoin. They need to keep pumping money into Bitcoin for it to go and stay above $40,000 per coin. Let's take a look at the TradingView graph here. So here's a Bitcoin, and take a look at this. I mean, it's just been exponentially going up, just basically parabolic. And really, it's been following this orange line, which is the 21-day moving average. You can see currently we're trading just shy of $36,000 per coin. But the fear is, and I'm going to do some TA on this graph. So if I zoom out here, you can see right here around $40,000, it's an area of resistance. We tried 3 times, January 7th, January 8th, and January 9th, but we can't break above that. We need more rocket fuel. There looks like there's also an area of resistance somewhere around here, somewhere around $37,000 as well. Again, we've been trying for the past few days on January 13th, 14th, and 15th. Can't seem to get back above that level. As far as support, looks like there's an area of support right around here, around $34,000, because you can see acted as support yesterday. Also, the bottom of this wick here on January 14th, and then the top on January 12th, it was resistance. But looks like we're staying above that today, so it's as support. And it's also right where the 21-day moving average is. So I do think $34,000 per coin is a strong area of support right now. But like I said, look at the volume on Bitcoin over the past about 2 weeks or so. We had huge volume on January 6th, and look what happened the next day. Giant green candle. But then look at the volume in the days afterwards. It's basically nothing. Look at the volume today. It's the least it's been in over, what, a month or two? I mean, it's crazy low volume. So this is what they're talking about, that people just aren't pumping money. They're not trading Bitcoin right now. You would have thought with the long holiday weekend, people not being able to trade in the stock market, getting a little bored at home, maybe more money would get pumped into Bitcoin, but that's not really the case today. So we're going to have to keep an eye out on this, because if we don't have more rocket fuel, if we don't have more people pumping Bitcoin right now, then maybe this is the top and we might have a little bit of a sell-off, or maybe a big sell-off if I zoom out here. Because take a look at this. We've gone up, and I showed you the graphs, hundreds of percents in the past 1, 2, 3 months. So maybe if I zoom out here, you can see back here in around 2017, 2018, we peaked, then we sold it all off over time slowly. Maybe this is the new peak, and then maybe we're now going to sell it off slowly as well. I don't know. I mean, we have to top out at some point. So the key is, don't be bag holding Bitcoin at the top. You want to cash out at the top, right? Buy low, sell high. Not buy high, sell low. That's the opposite of what you want to do. So really, in terms of Marathon Patent Group and Riot Blockchain, same idea. We want to cash out and lock in some gains on those stocks before Bitcoin crashes. Because if Bitcoin crashes, those stocks are going to go down with it. Let's take a look real quick at Marathon Patent Group here. You can see we've basically gone exponential, or we've basically gone vertical, just like Bitcoin has. But we are still in an upward trend right now. We've had 2 red days to close out the week last week. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I am looking to play some cash secured puts on Marathon Patent Group tomorrow, but I'm going to pick a very safe strike. I'm probably going to pick something like $10 or somewhere around there, way below the 21-day moving average, somewhere at the 50-day moving average, because I don't think, and I hope, that Marathon, even if Bitcoin crashes hard, I hope it doesn't crash like over 50% in 4 trading days. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how the market opens tomorrow, but let's keep an eye on Bitcoin. So before I make any trades, I'm going to wake up early and see how Bitcoin has been trading overnight, and obviously in pre-market, because if Bitcoin goes up big, then you know Marathon and Riot are going to be up big right when the market opens as well. And the opposite is true. If Bitcoin is falling, then Mara and Riot are also going to be falling. And it might be better to wait a little bit, because if you can get a cash secured put at a lower price, then you can get more premium and lock in a lower strike price. So we're gonna have to play by ear, see what Bitcoin and what the market is looking at tomorrow morning. Here's the Trade UI platform that I use to look at my option flow data. And I've showed you this before if you've seen some of my older videos, but let's just do a quick recap of how the big money traders traded Marathon Patent Group on Friday. You can see 28 big option flow orders came in on Mara. The biggest option flow was this one for just about $627,000, and it was a put option that was bought. However, it was already in the money because the strike price was 27 higher than what Mara was trading at. So this is actually a hedge. So someone is trying to protect some other positions that they have open with a hedge that is a put option. Let's look at some of the other big plays. Here's one for $404,000 or just about. This is another in the money call option that was bought. So this is another hedge. Let's see what else we can see. Here's one for $262,500. This one is bullish. This is a 40 strike call option that expires in January of 2022. So someone is still expecting Bitcoin to rise this whole year, or even if it dips, to come back up within the year, because they're expecting Mara to get near or over $40 a share by next January. So that's very bullish. Like I said, $262,000. At the end of the day, two options came in for $168,000 and $228K, and both were hedges. Again, they're 23 strike put options that were bought. The red boxes are put options, the green boxes are call options. Again, I'm seeing a lot of big money hedging here. So that kind of worries me a little bit, because maybe they're seeing the same thing that I was seeing with that article that I read and the technical analysis side of things, where maybe we have peaked, or maybe we are peaking as we speak, and people are preparing for hedges against some of their other positions. Again, if the big money is a little bit scared, then I get scared, because they're the smart money. We're just the dumb money here. So let me know in the comments below, do you have any options or shares on Mara or Riot blockchain? Do you have Bitcoin or other coins? And most importantly, let me know, do you think this is the top, or do you think we still have more rooms to run? Do you think Bitcoin will go and stay above $40,000 per coin? As always, make sure you join our Discord server if you're not in there already. Add me on Twitter, Instagram, StockTwits, and Reddit. And let's start the week green and end the week green as well. Happy trading.